So, hello everyone. So, we'll start today's session. Maybe we can wait a couple of more minutes because people are joining. So, let's wait for 2 more minutes, then we can start today's thing. So, the thing that we'll uh, do today is that we'll repeat basically the week 7 assignments that I think we had problems in last week discussion that step by step things were not there, so you faced some problems. So I'll try to explain those things as in detail as much as I can, because I think uh, a solution has been already provided of week 6, 7 and 8. So we'll go one by one. 6 was already solved earlier, so I hope there is not much scope of discussion. When those are okay, I think with all of you, now we will uh, solve the week 7, and along with the problems of this year, I will also discuss the problems of last year's assignment of week 7. I mean, basically the similar kind of problems, but it will help. We will it will practice here, so that will help you. So anyway, is going to not much is left in this course. I think 4 more weeks are there. So after that, there's the exam also. I hope you all have registered there. So yeah, we'll discuss those things mainly today. Let me know if any confusions are there, because it can be that there is some confusion in the problem. I hope that these answers are okay with you now, because some corrections were there, all are corrected now, and some marks are also changed. So those are, I hope those are okay with you. Okay. So yeah, let me, yeah, yeah,
Hello.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Mhm, yeah, please.
We are somewhat okay with the problems or the doubts in the 6, 7, and 8. Somehow we are able to calculate the things. As
Hmm.
far as the ninth week problems are concerned, I don't know whether
Yeah,
it is
okay.
only for me or someone else. It is above the head completely. Even we are
Okay.
not able to understand the question itself, knew about
Is
the
it?
solution of those problems. I think I don't know why, how much it is possible for us to solve those problems. It
Okay. No,
is
I mean,
greatly possible how to approach those problems,
no.
because it's completely a different thing which
So
I cannot understand it.
is it not related to the things that are taught in the class?
No, no, it is related to the class, but
Uh,
the type of questions are the theory which is covered in the videos. It seems to be an imaginary thing.
is it?
Yeah, pardon,
The
sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
pardon. Yeah, myself Hemantika. Actually,
Yeah.
I have concern with Sam because week 9 regarding assignment that I can't understand. Even I had attend the all the online lectures also. Whatever the question and the theory, that has some difference. It's
So
not
week
match
nine
with
is,
the
yeah.
yeah.
So week nine is totally based upon theories, right? Uh,
No, no, no. That
I
is
mean, some
include.
some some problems are there. Like, yeah, let me open that. I hope you can all can see, right? The screen. Okay.
That
So,
is regarding to theory building, and as well as that
hmm,
I
yeah,
think, yeah, that is modeling using dimensional analysis also.
yeah.
Yeah, so in
like
analysis
this,
I had solved one question, but whatever the question over here and what is the solution, that is quite different, that sometimes confusing, I am
Okay.
not
I
able to
think
understand.
I am from a medical field.
Okay.
Someone who is near to the mathematical field can somewhat understand it. But as far as me
Okay.
is concerned, it
Mm-hmm.
is
I
almost say
understand. I
above the head.
understand. Okay. But yeah, it will be difficult for me because I mean, I prepared for week 7 only. So yeah, I don't know. Like on the spot, I mean,
And
since
sir,
yeah.
actually I have concern about chi square also. chi-square
Yeah, that
solution
is in
plus
week 8. So that we'll discuss
okay,
anyway in the next
okay,
week or next week. So since this see, yeah, today I thought I initially planned of week 8 only, but now since last week we had a problem in understanding those problems because then lots of comments are there in the in the forum also. That's why I mean I discussed and thought of pursuing about the week 7 only in detail first, and
okay,
then we'll proceed because 3 4 more weeks are there. So hopefully we will I mean before the exam we will practice uh, enough for this kind of problems, how to handle like what kind of problem, because that's why I am putting the all the I mean problems that were
okay,
in the last year's assignment. So but as you are saying for week 9 it will be difficult for me to now present like these things. So that I think we have to manage somehow. I mean, based upon the videos and all, or some any other, I mean, online sources or not, or I mean,
okay.
yeah,
Okay, no issue. Sir, can I have one question? I mean,
yeah, yeah,
when,
sure, sure, sure.
yeah, score, I mean, card for the center, when it will be available? Because I am not aware about it. It's before a 1 week, or
Yeah,
then
I hope before
before.
1 week. I mean, yeah, yeah. Because last time, what it was an online thing, and it was some kind of link. Their questions are there. So that time, I was there as a TA. So, but that was online thing, and I think there the submission was also online. I think it was a written things, and you had to submit online. But now, what will be their mandate in this year, particularly in this session? So I hope, I mean, before 1 week or I think more, because NPTEL is pretty organized. So they do all these things and very in the pre-arranged organized order. So I mean, they will inform you, you guys, right? So
Okay,
the
okay.
exam is 1 month delay still, right?
Okay.
On
Yes.
what is the date again?
I think
April
20.
30 or 28 something they have
Yeah,
mentioned.
yeah,
For
something
Okay.
like that.
someone,
So exactly,
they
we
have
are
given 28, 29.
1 month far to that. Yeah, I mean, they will inform anyway. Don't worry about that thing.
Uh,
So
shall I
anyway,
know
there are.
how the
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
uh,
Yeah,
shall I
anyways.
know how the question papers will be set? Like what kind of questions will be there? Whether it is a essay type or the multiple
See,
choice
I
questions.
think, see, I mean, since the assignment, all the assignments are in this way. So, in
Uh,
actually regarding that thing, I don't know in detail anything how the questions will be set. So, regarding that, I will
okay,
talk to the course instructor. So, since he's from
okay,
my institute only. But the thing is
okay.
that last year it was an essay type questions. But what will be in this case, I don't know. But I feel that some will be this kind of multiple choice like questions, and some essay type things will be there, because in the if you I mean go to the last part of the design methodology, some things are there that I mean how to write a proposal, and those things are there. So based upon those things, some things might come as in descriptive type, and I think some, I mean, so this will be a mix kind of things as far as I know. But anyway, I'll talk to the course instructor. I will email him and ask.
Great.
uh, yeah.
And another thing I want to know is I have registered even for the basic course in research methodology for biomedical sciences.
Okay.
Uh,
So then why
Even I have
you're
registered for,
doing two courses? Like, uh,
no, it is more related to my field, like
yeah,
medical
so nah,
science.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So that is more related to your field. So this is for, I mean, not, I mean,
No,
exactly, yeah.
they have mentioned it for a PG course, like post graduation level. But this
Okay.
is what I have read the this one the outcomes who can study this course is for a,
Hmm.
who is taking a PhD admission. So I'm planning to for a PhD admission. So this is a course I feel that is for that. So
Okay.
in the multiple, if you are taking a multiple courses, so they
Hmm.
have mentioned that you can take a single day, like in the morning one course and in the afternoon another course, like that I have mentioned. So I have registered both exams on the
Okay.
April
Okay.
April April only. I think I have need a clarification that whether it is like that only in the morning or afternoon or in the next day something like that.
Yeah,
They
that you
have
can, I
not.
think you can email them, so they will respond. sooner. So that will not be a problem. Yeah, I mean that. I mean this was the problem. Like last year, the course was for only research methodology. So I mean, lots of people enrolled. So that was the problem since not most of the people were from science background, so it was a difficulty. So that's why this course module was changed this year to research methodology in the natural science, so that I mean specific people can join only. Otherwise it becomes difficult not to all the time. And I think last time this TS system was there, although I was not there. Okay, so yeah, anyway, so these exam related queries, I think it will be cleared very soon. I mean, email from them will NPTEL team will come to all of us, so
Hmm.
that you are, or if you have any further doubt, you can write to them, so they will clarify about that. So that is not a worry. And what the thing is that we have to practice enough before these things, because you can understand by now that. Although some theoretical parts are there, some knowledge based questions will come there, but uh, a
So
lot
can,
of
can
part. Yeah.
no,
Yes.
thank you. But whether we can we get the previous year's question papers or something like that?
Yeah, previous year's questions. Yeah, so that I'm including all these questions in this slide, so just don't worry about that.
Okay,
Every weeks I think few I have already done, so others, I mean, this is this week 7 is I'm including, so you will get
okay,
those in these slides only. Okay.
okay. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, so the thing is, so you have to practice. I mean there will, now these assignments you have some time, lots of times are there, so you can find those things and try to do. But in the exam pattern you understand that you have to practice most things, or uh, the formulas you should be remember well, so that you can do at that place at the time of exam. So yeah, okay, anyway, we'll start today with the week 7. So although you're saying that you are more now comfortable with the answers, since answers it has been provided, but yeah, we'll practice based upon those things, previous year's questions. So now we'll see what happens. Okay, so
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
thank you.
yeah, yeah, sure. So yeah. So first, so this is basically, yeah, week 8. Okay, so first concern is about this box whisker plot. So that related some questions are there, so that will come. So box whisker plot, there is this. Yeah, you want to say something?
Sir, are you presenting? Because we are not able to see anything on
Oh,
the
okay,
screen.
okay. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. Presenting. Okay. Yeah, it's coming, right?
Yes, sir. Now it's
Okay,
visible.
thank you. Yeah. Okay, so first thing is the box whisker plot. So what is that? So basically, it's a for a set of data points. We will decide what is the range of that thing and what is the maximum and minimum in that thing for a given range of data points that we can decipher from this kind of plot. So box whisker plot is, basically a type of representing a data with its a complete error range. And from here we also one we can eliminate the data point that is not actually coming or not fitting well within the data set or within the range that we are talking about. Okay, so with that so this is basically a box whisker plot. So you can see this looks like this. And these are the two ranges. This is the minimum range and this is the maximum range. And we can, with the given data set, we can derive or deduce the data point, which is the minimum and maximum we can check from the data points. And okay, so
Sir, minimum means minimum of the sample values, no?
yes, correct, minimum of the sample value. So anyone is.
But in one problem, there was minimum value 19, but it was shown that
Yeah, yeah,
17.
I'll discuss that. I'll
Okay.
discuss. Yeah. So, yeah. So this is the minimum and maximum, and now there will be the middle point of that will be the median. We'll call that median, and the in the left hand side of the median there is a set of data point. In the right hand there is a set of data point. So between this left or first quartile, the middle point of this first quartile or these data sets that is in the left side of the median, that will call this lower quartile or Q1, and in the upper quartile, that is the right side of the median, that part we'll call this I mean the uh, that side, the quartile in the upper quartile, and we call the medium of the or the middle of that point is as Q3. Okay, so these are these things, and the difference between this Q3 and Q1 is called interquartile range. So this is overall a box a whisker plot. So let's say a data point, a set of data points is given to you, then you have to do these things. I mean, first you have to do this. So I'll give come point one by one. So you have to first check which one is minimum, maximum, median, lower quartile, upper quartile, then interquartile range, and all those things. Okay, so let's say what to do, how to solve this kind of problems, or a set of data points are given to a box whisker plot, how to solve those problems. Okay, so you can see this is a set of data points is given. So first thing you have to do is the arrange the data points in an ascending order, right? Okay, so you can see from here, so these are the points. So these are now arranged in a set of order like 5 7 12 in an ascending order. Okay, 5 7 12 14 15 22 25 30 36 42 53. Okay, now, so how many points are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 odd numbers are there. So 1 will be the middle point, right? So then this is the 22, right? Fifth is the point, sorry, sixth, yeah. So total is right. And now this is the lower quartile range or the left hand side of that, and in between these things you can see 12 is the middle one of these points, right? So this is called the lower quartile or the Q1, and between these things this is the tier 5. So this 36 is the Q3 or the upper quartile. Okay, this is the middle value of this upper quartile. Okay, so now we what we got, that this is the median. Okay, yeah, so this is the median 22, and lower quartile, there is a middle value of the lower of Q1 is 12, and this is the Q3 is 36. Now another thing we have to do, we have to see that if we have to see if there is any even number of data sets, then we need to get the average of them. So this is one another thing. Here there is this is total data set is odd number, that's why you are getting one middle point as a median. Now if there is even number of data points, you have to, let's say another point is there. Let's say another point is there, then what you have to do, you have to check the middle 2 points, and then average of those two will be the median value. Okay, let's say another value is there after 53 is 54 is there. Okay, now what will be this in between two values? Right, so yeah, so this in between two values will be then this upper and lower quartile, right? So yeah, so the average of these medium two values will be the median in that case when an even number of data points are given. Okay, now what is this point 3? Point 3 is draw a number line that will include the smallest and the largest data. So if you see from here, so this is the smallest one, that is the 5, and this is the largest one, that is 50. Okay, now draw the vertical line at the lower quartile median and the upper quartile median just above the numbers. So these are the places you can easily understand from here. So I think what is missing here, 22 is missing, so 22 is this, so this is missing. So at the median, so these values they have omitted actually. This is lower quartile value, so these three are the basically three middle values of three range. So this is actually the middle of all three. This is the lower and this is the upper. Now join the lines in a, okay, someone want to say, will we be discussing week 9 sample problems today? No. Week 9 sample problems will not be discussed today. Week 7 we are discussing. So that will be discussed later. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so now you have to join these two values. Okay. I mean, this we have to join as a box. So all these three bars will be there. Now, once you have drawn the box, this will come as a whisker. I mean, as a box. Now, join the lines for the lower quartile and the upper quartile to form a box. This is the fifth one. And now lastly, draw a line from the smallest value to the left and the of the box, and draw it and to the right of the biggest value. Okay, like this. At this part is the lowest value, and this part to the right part, and that is the maximum value. So this is the overall error range. Okay, and this is the actual value range, right? So this is the, I mean, in this way, let's say if a problem comes that you have to draw a box whisker plot. Let's say if in the exam a descriptive question comes, so you have to draw the box plot in this way. Okay, this is clear, right? Now another thing is there, that is this outlier, right? What is outlier? An outlier is the value that lies in the extremes of the data series, and thus can affect the overall observation. Outliers are also termed as extremes because they lie on either end of the data. You can see. So these are called outliers. So basically outliers are those points, those are not fitting within this data range, that can be considered as the box whisker. Okay, plot. Now how to check which are these outliers. So there's a particular rule or a formula that we can easily derive from that. So once we have sequenced these things in the ascending order, all these datas. Now we have decided which one is in q2 or the median, q3 and q1. Now simply we have to do what is the minimum value. The minimum value will be IQR. You already know that this interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. So for the minimum value, you have to do that Q1 minus 1.5 into this IQR value. So this will be your minimum value or the minimum range. Any point beyond this range or lesser than this range, let's say X, or say sorry, let's say A, this will be not considered within the data points. So if a range is given, and the maximum is in the similar way, q3 value plus 1.5 into iq1. So this is maximum and this is minimum. So this will be your overall range. Now, so the the steps that I have shown earlier, you have to follow those after declining or after eliminating the outlier only. Okay, so let's say you are doing here first, before all these things, after this point only you have to check the outlier, right? Only once you eliminate the outlier. So how to eliminate means, any data point less than this minimum value or greater than this value will not be considered. Okay, will not be considered within the range, so those will be discarded. Okay, any point lesser than this or maximum point. Okay, so yeah, now you can understand. So once you discard those value, let's say if there is any value that is not, that is less than this minimum value, and so that will not be considered. Now in your range, what will be the minimum value next, which is actually coming within that range? that will be minimum, or similar will be the case for the maximum. Now once you eliminate these outliers, you can draw this box plot. Okay, so this is the rule for calculating this maximum and minimum value, and eliminating any outlier is present in that range or not. Okay, so these are the rules how to draw a box Whisker plot, and then eliminate the outlier. And then first you check this, what is median value, what is q1, q3, and inter quartile distance, and then this outlier, and then draw the box plot. Okay, this is the thing. Now if we look at some problems, then we'll understand. Okay, so this is,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, yeah.
Sir, one question. One question. How will we will confirm Q1 and Q3?
Yeah, Q1 and Q3 will be decided from the initial data points that is given. Okay, there will be no change. I hope you, I mean, you can see once you have given these data points are there. Now you have decided one median, lower quartile, upper quartile, that will be as it is. Now you will just eliminate those points from this, I mean, any maximum or minimum from the data points. Those will not be changed, right? I mean, that's what
Excuse
it
me, sir.
says. Yeah.
For this
Please.
particular question, what is the minimum range after reducing it by 1.5 IQR?
So that you have to see. I mean, for this data set, you are saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
What is
that
the
I mean,
lowest range?
yeah, that I
For
mean,
me,
you just.
actually,
Uh-huh.
I was actually getting the answer in negative. That was minus 24. So is that the correct one or wrong? I just wanted to confirm it.
Minus 24. How, what you are getting? Uh,
As the lowest range, lowest value
so
possible,
let's
acceptable.
say the what. So yeah, let's do first one problem there. Then we'll understand. Okay, I'll come back to this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So let's say this is the data point, another set of data point is given. This I mean we discussed earlier, but yeah, we can now. So, let's say, so now what we have to do first, we have to I mean we have to uh, ascend in the ascending order, we have to arrange them. So this is now arranged in an ascending order. Now, so what is the middle value? So total how many numbers are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is there. So it's an odd number again. So one middle point will obviously be there, and that is 12, right? 4 this side and 4 that side. Okay. Now between these two, what will be this lower quartile and what will be the upper quartile? So yeah, one thing, another thing is there. So as talked about earlier case, if there is even number of points, then the median will be the average of the middle two values. Same will be the case when these values are uh, even values. Okay, now the thing is that total four values are there, so what are the middle two values? 5 and 7, and here 14 and 18. So what will be the lower quartile or q1? The midi or the average of these two, 5 and 7. So 5 plus q1 will be 5 plus 7 by 2, that is 6, and the upper quartile q3 will be 14 plus 18, that is by 2, that is 16. Okay, so this is Q3, and Q1 we have decided. Median or Q2, that is decided already, that is 12. Now what will be the interquartile range? Q3 minus Q1, that is 16 minus 6, 10, right? So all these values we have gotten now: 6, 16, and 10. Now the five number summary, or so if any outlier is there, I mean if outlier is present or not, for that what we have to do, we have to simply see that. So q3, so what is the q3 value? Q3 value is here 10, 10 minus or 10 plus 10 plus 1.5 into, what is the interquartile? Sorry, it will be not yeah, 16, 16. Yeah, 16, sorry, 16 plus 1.5 into 10, right? So what will be the value? 16 plus 15, right? So it will be 31, right? So is there any value beyond that? So no value is there. So all these will be come within the range. And so this is the upper range, and the what the maximum value. What will be the minimum value? That will be 6 minus 15, right? So how much is that? 6 minus 15 is what will be it be? Minus 9, right? Right? Am I correct?
Right. Right.
Yeah, so there is no value in that range, so it means all values will be included, there is no range. So now it is clear that it can go in that far. Now as you are saying in this case, so we can decide similarly here, right? So here what is this value? This median is a 22. So now and 36 and 12, so interquartile range is 36 minus 36 minus 12 is how much? 24, right? Okay, now we have to see what is the maximum and minimum value. So maximum value will be again 36 plus 1.5 into 24, right? So 24 into 1.5, that is 36. So 36 plus 36 equals to 72. So no value is beyond that. Again, what will be the lowest value? That is 12 minus 12 minus basically 36, right? So it is actually coming minus 24. So you are right, it is coming minus 24. So no problem in that. So in that range no value is there, so all will be included. So now all are coming within this plot box plot, so no value will be discarded, right? Clear? But what will be the case when some values are there? Yeah.
If minus 24 means
Mhm.
it is I think it is from 5 7 started, the for data points have started from 5 7. It means 4 3 2 1 0 then minus. Is it like that?
4 3, yeah, yeah, it is like that. It will go once it is zero,
Then
after that it is minus, yeah.
then it is not beyond that minus 24.
Huh.
No point is there in
No
beyond the
outlier
minus
points are
24.
there. Yes, yes.
Okay, then
Yeah,
fine. Okay.
yeah. Okay. Now so now you see that since no outliers is there, all will be included within your sample points or data points. Now what will be the case when if any such points are there or not? So you can understand, like those kind of problems will come, so where this outliers will be there, right? So not very simple straightforward will be given. These are very basic problem set, so that you can understand. Now we are coming to the problem that was given in the assignment, right? Okay, so these we can discuss later. So yeah, so this was the problem, right? Okay, so for this problem, you can see the data points are given 80. So you can arrange first these points. How much are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 15 data points are there. There is no problem. That is a total. These are odd data points, right? I mean, odd number of points are there. So we have to first we have to arrange those points from the in the ascending order. So what will it be? It will look like this, right? Now what is our job? We have to see what is the median, right? So total 15 is there, so 15 means you can understand eighth point will be the 7 into 2 is 14 plus 1, so eighth point will be the median here. 1 2 3, so these are now I mean sequenced in an ascending order, so it's no problem after in going forward. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 now. So this is your median value, right? And what will be the lower quartile then? Total how much points are there? 7 points are there. So these are now odd points, right? Since these are odd, there is no problem in fine. Is there no average? So we will direct. We will get 1 point again, and that will be again the fourth point, right? One, two, three, and four. So this is the so this is
56.
sorry.
56. Yeah, I was telling.
Yeah, so 56 is the Q1. So this is Q2, and here in this side, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 80. So this is the Q3, right? Now we have decided which one is q1. So all these things are asked here, so minimum, maximum. So these three ones we have gotten, q3, q2, and q1, q2, and q3. What we have to do, we have to see is there any outlier or not. Simple as that. So first we have to see the interquartile distance. So how is that? So that will basically be q3 minus q1, and that will be like 80 minus 56, right? So how will it be? It will be total 24, right? Now, since you have gotten this interquartile distance, IQ, what is called it? IQR, interquartile range, right? You have gotten. Now you have to see any outlier is there or not. Okay, how to do? Simple. 80 plus. So the maximum range is 80 plus 1.5 into how much? 24. So what is it coming actually? Yeah, so it is done here. So you can see still from here. Okay. So 80 plus 12, 12.5 and 24. So this value is coming as 36. So total will be 116, right? This is the maximum value. So no such maximum values are here like that, right? So that's why, I mean, all will be considered. This is the overall value range. So all will be considered as, I mean, in the upper range there is no outlier is there. Now we have to see whether there is any lower range, anything is there or not. So that will be now how to do 56. So 56 minus, we know the value is now 1.5 into 24, that will be 36. So that is coming as 20, right? So this is the minimum range. Now we have to see if any value is there beyond this range. I mean lesser than this. So you can see clearly from here that 19 is less than 20. So this is coming to be as an outlier, right? And this will not be considered within the range. So in that case, what will be the minimum value for this range? That is 24. So that's why the value is 24, not 19, right? Some of you had a query. So this is the minimum value for if you draw, let's say, this box, this and this. So this value is minimum is 20. So in this case it is 24 because it cannot go beyond 20. And in this case this value is 116. So in this case it is 88, right? So this will be your plot look like. If we see the solution, so yeah, these are already marked from earlier. So median is 73, this is the value, and now these are the values, right? So outlier is 19. So this is the first part that we can understand whether any outlier is there or not. But once you eliminate the outlier, it means the changes will be there in the minimum and the maximum value, not in the ordering or arranging in the whole sequence. Okay. Now, yeah, so now this is the first problem. So there next the problems are which are the minimum and the maximum value. So minimum we have already gotten 24, maximum is already 88. So let's say if there is any value 120 would have been there, then that we could have discarded, right? Then we could discard and that would become an outlier in the upper quartile, right? Now next point is that so this is the lower quartile as the medial 73, the max or the upper quartile q3 is 80. I've gotten all these things already. And now the mean, how to calculate the, so and this is the maximum is 88, so these are no problem. Now how to calculate the mean, right? So this is now to calculate the mean, you have to discard the value that is coming as an outlier. So 19 will not be considered here. So then we have to see what are the summation of these values. Total 14 numbers will be there, since one we are already discarding, and the summation of that will be 970, and the mean of that will be 970 divided by 14, that is 69.28. So you can see the answers is are actually matching. Now if you do for calculating this, even if there is an outlier and you are calculating including that thing within that, so that will be correct. So two things are there: you cannot include the outlier within this case, since that is not coming within the range. And the next thing is that you cannot yeah, you cannot take, let's say, so we are discarding these things, but some people might do so here. Instead of 14, let's say they can say 15, since this is also a number within the data points, but that will also be wrong. So neither calculating all, so in that case it will coming like 989 by 15. So how much is the case, how much is the value? Anyway, whatever it comes, that will be wrong actually. So in this way you have to calculate the mean for any given points. If any outlier is there, that you have to discard. And for that case, if it's a 15 are there, so then over total number will be again 14, so that number will also be not be considered, right? So in that way we can calculate the mean. Okay, now so these are all about this box whiskers plot, how to draw them, how to check an outlier is there or not. Now we can see one problem that was, very similar problem. Actually, just the data points are changed. So this came in the last year's assignment. We can solve here only. Okay. So this is the problem. So this is a data set, given set of data points are there. So we will solve now. So you try to solve it here, and then we will. It not take much time. Let's say wait for 5 minutes, and then we'll see what are the problems. So those are already solved here. So you try to solve that, right? So now the time is 7:48. So 7:50, 53 or 55, let's say. Okay, it just will not take that long, I guess. So you just try to solve it. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. So 15, similar, same data, similar kind of data points are there. So first you arrange them, then decide Q2, Q3, Q1, then IQR, then outlier, and then yeah.
Uh, can I, sir?
Yeah. So you just, I mean, you have solved, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have solved.
Yeah. Just hold on. So let me wait for others. So we'll take the answer then. Let me wait for 2 3 minutes more for people. Yeah. So now it is 7:55. I hope most of you have done, right? So yeah. So some answers I am expecting now. Let me know the answers. So we'll see, right? We'll see. You just check how it is matching with you or not. So now this is how, if we order, if we arrange them in the ascending order, right? 25 to is the lowest and 69 is the highest, right? So now what is the middle value? It will be again the eighth one, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is the median, right? Q2. Now one, what is the Q1? So total 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Am I doing some mistake? Yeah, no, it's okay. So seven are there. So here is the fourth one will be the Q1. So this is now Q2. The Q1 will be 1 2 3 4, right? So this is the Q1 46, and Q3 will be 1 2 3 4, right? This is Q1, Q2, Q3 is decided now. Now, what is the distance between these two? IQR. IQR is 56 minus. So, right here, IQR equals to 56 minus 46. That is 56 minus 46, that is 10, right? Okay, so IQR is decided Q. So now the maximum and minimum value. So maximum is 56 plus 1.5 into 10. So 56 plus this is 15, coming as 15. So 56 plus 15 is how much it is? 71, right? So this is the maximum value. So any value is there, we cannot see anything. So then maximum value for this case is for this set of data is 69. Okay, so now the what is the minimum value? Minimum value is, we have to see, so 46 minus simplest 15, deduct. So 46 minus 15 is how much? 31. So we can see one value is there that is beyond that. So that is 25. So 25 will be then not considered. So the lowest value will be in that case 40. Lowest value is 40 and this is the highest value, right? Now if we have to calculate the mean of that, what will it be? So it will be the simply the summation of 40 to 69, right? So you can see the answers. So this 51 is Q2, 46 and 56 Q1 and Q3. Median is these things, IQR is 10. So the outlier is 25. 25 is the outlier that we have decided already. Now for the calculation of mean, this will not be considered. So this will be taken from here to here. So, so the mean will be total summation from this to this is coming to be 732, and the average or the mean is 732 by 14, that is 52.28, right? So these are matching, right? All the well datas. Yeah, any if anybody has any other point or is not matching coherent with this data, then you can talk. So I hope this is easier. This was easier and this is matching with all of you. There's no problem or no point in further. So this similar kind of problem can come, right? So only the thing is that the outlier can come in the upper quartile instead of the lower quartile, or it can not come, or it can, this data set might be even numbers. So all those things or points are there, those can come. So you have to, I mean, you can tackle those things now, right? These are now easier. So basically the plot or the box will look like this, right? Or you can say, so which was the value, it will be better to draw there. So you can say, so from here to here, so the box will be from this to this is a box, this is the median, and this is the range, this to maximum of this, not this far, right? So that's how the box will look like in so in case you have to, if you have to draw. Now you're coming to the next problem. So that is basically a problem like this, right? This was also very simple problem. So what you have to do is, a problem is given that you have conducted an experiment. So yeah, so in the measurement value of two values are there, like for x and y, two variables are there, and for two different measurement, two different number of data points are there. For x, the total number of data point is 36, and for y it is 49, and the mean value for both the cases are given 6.6 and 4.8, and the standard deviation values are given. Now they have asked for the overall the error bar, calculate the error bar for x and y, and for different cases, like for x plus y, x y, the summation, the multiplication, the log value, the ln x. So what will be the case? And finally another problem. So we'll come one by one, right? So first thing first, so take, I guess. Yeah, so first thing is for calculating how to calculate error in these in different places or different cases for addition, subtraction, multiplication, all these cases, right? Addition and subtraction are basically similar. So for what will be the key, how to calculate error for this addition case, right? So let's say mean value of these two are how to calculate that. So let's say for x the mean is given and for y the mean is given. So basically these are the mean. Bar means mean, you understand. So the mean for this x plus y case will be the summation of these two only, the mean of this x and y only. Now how to calculate the error? So the standard error for these things will be calculated in the for as a formula as under root summation of standard error of x square plus standard error of y square. So if you just extrapolate that, so this is the formula, right? So so now the solutions is given here. So we'll see the, so you understand, right? So for the summation case only, so summation case, this is under root summation of standard error of x square plus standard error of y square. So let's see the problem here. The problem here, and you know the formula for standard error is standard deviation by under root number of data point, that is n, s by under root n. So here you can see for x, what will be the error, that is sigma x. Sigma x is 0.36, that is standard error, by under root 36. Total is 36, so it is 36. It is coming to be 0.06. Now the error for y, that is 0.28, that is given by under root 49, so that is 0.04. So total number, so these two values we have already obtained. Now so the error range for these two will be 4.8, that is plus minus 0.06. It means what will be the range? 4.74 to 4.86, right? So it is basically 4.8 plus minus 4.8 plus minus 0.06. So the overall range will be 4.74 to 4.86 for x, and for y similarly it will be 6.6 plus minus 0.04, right? So the range is 6.56 to 6.64. This is okay. Now what will be the error for this case? Then error will be calculated as, first the mean is 4.8 plus 6.6, this is given. So if you see the answer, it is given as 11.4, excuse me. Now the error, how to calculate that? The under root of 0.06, that was calculated for the x square plus 0.04 square, that is 0.0721. So if you see the answer sheet, it will be matching. Okay, so this is for the summation case. This is the first one. Next one is coming for what will be the case for the multiplication. Error in product of two measured values for multiplication. So that is xy. You can see. Now for calculating that, we have to take first ln of the summation case, right? So ln of z means ln of xy, that comes to ln x plus ln y, that from this formula of log we know. Now if we do the derivation of that, it will be coming like, and del of ln z means under root of del of ln x square plus del of ln y square. So this is extrapolated to this. Okay. So basically del of ln z means, okay. Now, so what is the case? That is del ln x by tx means del x by x. Okay, d of ln x by dx means, so since we know that d of ln x means 1 by x, so d of ln x by dx means del x by x. And so similarly it will come to be, so now we can substitute this value basically as del of ln z So del of ln z will be by z. I mean, this will be substituted, and substitution will come in the formula like under root summation of del x by x square plus del y by y square. Okay. So now if we see, so basically for the product value, this will be this and this, the basically the multiplication of the median, the mean value of x and y. Okay, that is the first case. Now so yeah, so this is the mean value, and for the standard error, so the value will come to be as so this value is given as 30. Oh, okay, sorry. So this was, I mean, so for the calculation of error in this case, like for the multiplication, so in that case the formula you can see, the xy, that is the mean value of that, the mean value of the product into under root of, so you can see from here, so del z value is coming like that, so del z is this one. So under root of 0 point this del x, the mean of the, sorry, the mean of x value by x, so that is del x bar by x, square of that, plus y, the mean of this y value by the mean value, so I mean the error in this by mean, square of that, and the total multiplication into this value, that is the mean of this product value, right? So this will, so then 31.68 into under root summation of this is, which value is this, this is the error, standard error of x, that is the x bar by mean value, sorry, this is the, sorry, this is will be del x by x, that is square of that, and plus del y of y, that is the square of that, that is the del z of this thing that we are getting, basically del z of by z, that is the error in multiplied by, so so what will be the del z basically, so del z will be z bar into this, right? So this is clear, right? So del z basically is coming as del z, if you look from here, will be, sorry, z into, or z bar, so z bar is basically the multiplication of this x and y into the not into this value coming from these values, right? This formula, so after substituting these ln values, so in this is the formula then, z bar into under root of x, under root of summation of what, summation of this square values of the error by mean of x and error by mean of y. Okay, so then this value will come to be like 0.44352. This is for the given set of data that is given there. So now one is gone, that is for x summation, and this multiplication, another value is there, that is the ln x. So ln x will be similar, ln value this is for only for x, so ln x will be ln of mean x, mean of x, that is 4.8, that is coming to be 1.569, and standard error will be this d ln x by dx into 0.06, that is coming from the error. Clear? That is, so d ln x means 1 by x, so that is 1.1 by 4.8 into 0.06, that is coming to be 0.0125. Okay, so these, I mean, in this way, this we can calculate all the error values for this multiplication and summation and or similar kind of things like that. So now we will solve similar problem. You understand now for the last year. Okay. I hope that, I mean, these are clear for you. Uh, oh,
So one thing I just wanted to ask, that we have to solve this online only, means see today's paper which we had, it was descriptive. We have to type the answers also, long essays were there also. So
Uh,
will we have to only write the answers there, or again online we have to solve by typing and all everything?
I mean that I'm not sure. That's what I've said. No, that regarding the question paper in the actual exam, that I will talk to instructor. So I mean it depends how he will make or how they are making. So that I will talk and I will that will be informed to you. Okay,
Okay,
what will
sir.
be the type of the question. So I mean that's what I said. Now last year it was descriptive, it was only written based, and then they had to submit online the handwritten things, photocopy of that. But what will be the case, I most probably this that will be not the case this year. So that we'll see, or how he is thinking to make the question paper, that I am not sure. We have to talk to him, I have to talk to him, so that will be informed to you. Okay, no problem in that. Yeah.
So first of all, we are of means, for myself, I'll say from humanities. For us, for me only, the maths is a big issue, and
Yeah, obviously, I understand. Mhm.
then again solving, because we are practicing, but then we are not so comfortable with all this, na?
Yeah, I understand. So, I mean, so what is your point? Your point is whether there is a multiple choice question, you have to give the answer, you
Yes,
have to or show the all the steps, right? That is the case.
yes, that is the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
thing.
So the what I understand that is that if you can solve, or if you can remember the I mean if you know the formula you can solve. So in that case the multiple choice will be correct, as well as that your descriptive will also be correct. If you forget the formula, simple as that, you will, I mean both will be incorrect, right? So but
Yes,
yeah, I mean the thing is it will be informed. I will talk to sir, or the
sir.
how what will the pattern, that will be informed to you all via email. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, okay, before going to that problem, the previous problem, another problem is there. So, this is the problem C. Define a range of x in which the true value of x must lie in 99% probability. Okay. So, this how to solve this problem? For this, we have to see, I mean, remember the formula again. So, this is the thing how to do. So the true value of the x lies in the range with the 99% probability is, so this formula we have already read, or in the earlier case, that for the x only this is they have asked. So then the mean value of x plus, for the 99% probability the z factor was 2.58, you know that. So that is 2.58 into the error, that is standard error of that, that is 0.06. So that is how it is, how much it is coming. Two value will come, one is the minimum and the maximum. So minimum is 4.6452 and the maximum is 4.9548. Okay, so you just remember the formula for this. For 99%, this is 2.5 into 8 into 0.06. Let's say if they ask for 95%, so this value will be obviously decreased to 1.56. You know that. Now so now what to do? Sorry. Yeah, so okay, okay, I made a mistake. So we have to see from here that, I mean, so what they've asked, actually they have asked for, oh, okay, okay, sorry. So they have asked for a range only, a range for this case. So the lower range and the upper range, 4.6 and 4.9. So this is easy, 4.9 and 4.6. So there's no problem, right? I thought of a different problem, sorry. Yeah, so now this is doable for all this case. So that's what I'm saying, that changes can be here 90 instead of 99, it will be 95. Or so you have to remember what is the standard values, what standard jet factor values there. So only then you can do it easily. Now we just solve same problem, similar problem, that was there in the last year assignment. Okay, so the values are given for x and y is just bit different. and all these things are given. So now again this is same, this is for 99% probability only they've asked to solve this. So you just solve it, all these things. So what to solve? Solve first for, you just take time for this, obviously 10 minutes maybe. X plus y, xy ln x. First you do these things and then we'll go for this, right? First you do this, these three: x plus y, xy and ln x. So now it is 8:17 almost. So okay, 8:27, 25. Okay, regarding the formulas, if you have doubt, just discuss. Yeah.
Sir, what we
Yeah.
can take for the standard error that I asked in that going with 0.06 and 0.04, that is fixation, like regarding to standard error. That is formula, no? Uh,
Sorry,
0.06.
yeah, 0.06 is, so what is the question?
My question is that how to find the standard error, that is
So standard
under root.
error, what is the formula? Standard deviation
Huh,
by under root number of data
huh.
points. So yeah, that will be the case here. For x
Yeah.
and y, two value you will get here.
Okay. In that previous case, we had taken 0.06
Yeah,
plus
because that
0.0.
is, we have taken 0.06 because that was coming like that only, na? So if you see, sorry, yeah, so 0.36 by 6. So what will it be? 0.06 only, na? Yeah. Excuse me. Just let me mute. Just Yeah, okay. So I think I've gotten enough time. So now we will see what is the answers and now, right. So you just check. I hope I mean most of you have tried. So you just check is coming is matching with your answers or not, right? So the first problem is this: these values are given. So error for this x and y. So for x, the value will be 30.34 by under root 25, that is 5. So it's coming to be 0.068. Or if for 2 decimal point, this is 0.06, right? And for this case, for y, 0.27 by under 36, so is 6, so it is coming 0.045. Okay, so again 0.04 for 2 decimal points. So basically this is same coming out to be the values are similar or same rather as to the problem that is given in this year. Okay, now the limit for x is 5.6 plus minus this value, that is 0.06, so it is 5.54 and 5.66. For y, it is 4.9 plus minus 0.04, so it is 4.86 and sorry, 4.494, right? So this is the range for x and y. Now the values for x plus y and xy. Okay. So see for x plus y, the value is, so again the value is 5.6 and 4.9, so it is 10.5, and the standard error for summation is 10.5 plus minus under root square of the error x plus square of this error y, that is 0.0721. So basically the questions are asked like, let's say the value for x plus y is a plus minus b. So in one problem there's give a blank space for a, in another problem they give a blank space for b. So 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 this value for a is this basically this value, that is 10.5, and the value for error is 0.0721. So okay, so in this way this they asks. Okay, so this for the summation. Now you see for the product value of xy, that is the mean is 5.6 into 4.9, that is coming out to be 27.44. Okay, now the error, that is 27.44 into this value, this square of under root summation of the square of error by mean square and error by mean into square of x and y. Okay, and that value is coming to be 0.29582. I hope these are matching with you all. These are just, you have to put in the whatever and you'll get the straightforward. If you just remember the formula, you will get the answer. Simple as that. Now again for the ln x is ln 5.6, that is 1.7227, and standard error is 1.1 by, so d ln x by dx into 0.06 is 1 by 5.6 into this, so 0.01071. Okay, so these are the value. I hope these are matching with you all. Okay, so similar kind of problem can come again. So you just have practice. I think two problems we have discussed. So I hope this will be not a problem in the further case. So another case is there actually for the sin x. So I'll try to provide that, how to solve that in the supplement section in the sheet. I will try to provide that I have to, I mean, to prepare one these formulas. I hope those are taught in the class. So I'll prepare that, or I will try to include that in the next discussion section. Okay. So another value of sin x, how to calculate the value of sin x, and so that will be done. So this is the case for this one. Now, so for the 99% confidence level, what will be the range again? So again, that is this value of x is 5.6 plus minus 2.58 into 0.06. So These are the values, right? I hope these are matching with you all. Just straightforward. Okay. Now we will, so these are the problems about box whiskers and this kind of calculating the range for different summation of, or calculating the error for summation and product values or log values. Now we'll see another problem. That is the first problem basically. Yeah. So first problem we can go here. Okay. Yeah. So this problem was given. This is the solution is already given. So this problem, one problem was given, that is for null hypothesis testing kind of thing. So suppose there are two strains in a specific bacteria, in a space of bacteria, one benign and the other is virulent. You have read a paper that says more than 32% of the bacteria are virulent. You have repeated the experiment and, and cultured the bacteria. Then you pick up a bit of culture and find the 200 bacteria in it. On closer inspection, you find that 76 of them are virulent strains. Now, does your observation support the paper with a 95% confidence level? So first, two things are there. One, you have to calculate the z value from here, and another thing you have to calculate for whether this is coming out to be within the 95%. I mean, the your calculated or observed observation is supporting the reported value with a 95% confidence level or not. So that we have to simply calculate the z value. They are asking in the next question. Okay. So simple thing is that null hypothesis, you know, that is zero, and another is alternative hypothesis. So that you also know that we have read earlier. So in the reported value, that is saying as a 32% of the bacteria are virulent. So 32% means if we turn out to be in the decimal point, that is 0.32. So then the H0, that is the null, will be, that is in the null hypothesis, p will be less than equals to 0.32, and in the for the alternative hypothesis h1, that will be the p value will be greater than 0.32, right? So this will, in this case, this is accepted, and if null rejected, then for the alternative hypothesis, this is p value. If p value comes greater than 0.32, then this is comes on in the alternative hypothesis. Okay. Now assume the highest value of the null hypothesis as p is equals to 0.32, since we have to calculate within the this z value and this confidence level. So we are since this is the limiting value, that is 32%, we will take at this is the highest value. If this is true, what is the probability of getting 76 out of 200, that is 0.38 in the experiment? If probability is less than 5%, we will reject the null. So okay. Now so for calculating the standard deviation or the proportion of error that is coming in these cases is, that is called as p. Okay. Now for before calculating that, we need to see whether the number of, whether this p into this total number of sample that is in, whether those are equal to 10 or bigger than 10. So if those are less than equals to 10, then this will become under a normal sample size, and if is greater than 10, then this will come in a I mean, this will be not considered within this normal sample size distribution. Okay. Now you see, sorry, I just said the opposite. I think if it is greater than 10, then this is distribution is approximately normal. Okay. Now you see the value for this one is 0.32 into 200, because the sample size is 200, but the maximum value that we have taken is, or the report is 0.32, and the 1 minus 0.32, that is 0.68, that is 1 minus p into n. So both these values are greater than 10, away greater than 10. Okay. So then this is coming under a sample distribution. So the sampling distribution of the properties will be approximately a normal distribution. Okay, with a mean of 0.32. Now we have to calculate the standard deviation. So the standard deviation will be calculated using this formula once the distribution is normal distribution, that is under root p into 1 minus p by n. Okay. So the p value is 0.32 and 1 minus p value is 0.68 by sample size 200. So that value is coming to be 0.03298. Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the z. So basically that is the z value. So sorry, so this is the root value that is coming, and then the z value is coming to be, z value is the deviation. Deviation is that, deviation means the observed value minus the reported value, reported maximum value. So this is observed is 76 out of 200, that came out to be 0.38, and the observed maximum is 0.32 by the by the standard deviation calculated from this formula, that is 0.03298. Okay, so this value is coming to be 1.82. Okay. Now from the z table we have to see where this value is coming. From the z table we can see for the distribution of 1.82, this value is coming to be 0.9656. Okay. Now so therefore, if the null hypothesis is true, the probability of finding the value of 0.37, that is less than 0.38, is simply 1 minus 0.9656 equals to 0.0344. Since now again we have to see, so this value we are getting from this z table. Now from again we have to see the other table for the distribution table. Since this is less than 5%, we can reject the null hypothesis. So our experiment does support the result reported in the paper. Okay. Clear? So what we have done, first we have to see, for a similar this kind of problem, first we have to see that uh, we have to select this null and alternative, that is a0, that is the reported value, that is less than equals to 0.32, and the alternative is greater. Now we have to see what is the observed value, that is 0.38, that is the experimental value. Now we have to calculate the, we have to see the sample, what is the sample distribution, whether that is normal distribution or not. So for normal distribution, how to see whether this whether the product value of n into p and n into 1 minus p is greater than 10. Okay, so in this case both are greater than 10, so this is normal distribution. Now we'll calculate the standard error. Standard error is calculated from this formula, that is sorry, standard deviation, that is under root p into 1 minus p by n. Okay, I've calculated. Now we'll see what is the z value coming. Z value is the observed value minus the reported value by this standard deviation, that is 1.82. Now we'll correlate this value to the z table. So the z table will be given to you, and from there you can see the value is coming to be for 1.82 0.9656. Now you can see the value. So this value, the possibility of coming this value to be less than 0.38 is 1 minus this value, that is this one. Now from the z table we can see that this is coming, this value is actually less than 5% from the table. So we reject the null hypothesis, and we can clearly say that what we can, our the experiment does support the result reported in the paper. Okay. Now basically a similar problem was there in the last year's problem. If you look at closely, a similar problem was there. Okay, so here is the z value they are asking. So z value is 1.82. Okay, so basically the two problems are there. What is to calculate the z value and calculate whether this is coming to be within the 95% confidence or not, the reported value. Now what you have to do, you have to calculate the similarly this one. Okay, this was the problem of last year. You just just try to solve it. Take just 5 minutes is easy. Okay, we'll just discuss this and then we'll close today. Okay, so this is the problem. I'm you just write down the values, then uh, just step by step you follow. It will come the Z value and then with a confidence level of 95%. Is support or not? There's the values that changed here. Same thing, just repeat up change in the calculation. Okay, we can check now. See, I mean, this is very similar problem. Yeah. Okay, so okay. So see, so first is the null hypothesis will be what will be the case? Okay, I made a mistake here. I guess this will be 0. What is the value here? The value is you have read the paper that says 30% of the bacteria. So 30% means 0.30, right? So here the value will be 0.30, right? Yeah. Okay. Now assume the highest value will be the null hypothesis is 0.30, since that is the reported value. Now if this will be true, I mean, okay. Now for both 0.30, we have to see whether this is the normal distribution or not. So 0.30 into 200, the sample size is here also 200. 0.30 into 200, that is, and 0.72, and both are greater than 10. So this is normal distribution. Now I have to calculate the standard deviation, right? So standard deviation is this one, p into under root p into 1 minus p by n. So this means 0.03240. Okay. Now z value. So z value is coming to be 0.36, because here the reported value is 72 out of 200. So it means 72 by 200. So it is 0.36, right? So that's why it is 0.36. That is your observed value. Reported value is 0.30. So minus of that by the standard deviation that we have gotten, then the value is coming to be 1.85. Now we have to see what is the value from the z table for 1.85. So for 1.85, the value is 23450.9678, right? This one. Therefore, if the null hypothesis is true, the probability of finding less than 0.35, because the value observed is 0.36, is 1 minus this one, that is 0.0322. So since this is, so from the table you can check this is actually matching. So this will, we can accept the null hypothesis or support the result reported in the paper. Okay. So these are the ways how to solve this kind of problems. Okay. For problem related to this hypothesis and a confidence level, for a given confidence level, instead of 99% or 95% can be asked. So these things we have to remember, and then these tables will be provided for you. There's no problem. And from there you have to basically correlate. You have to first remember the formula of the standard deviation and then correlate the values, and then you can easily derive what is coming, what is the value coming. Okay. So I hope, I mean, week 7 we have covered all, right? So we will stop here, and in the next week we will start the problem of week 8, and in detail discussion and of the previous year also. So that will be done in the next year, next week. So if any problem or any doubt is there related to this week, you just practice a bit of these things. You just see, or if any doubt regarding these things, you can let me know in the next week. And so yeah, we will conclude then today's session and meet you tomorrow, I mean in the next session. Okay. I hope these are okay. And for the exam thing, that will, we will notify you. I mean, I'll talk to sir and
Sir, all the,
yeah,
I mean, this PPT will be
yeah,
saving.
yeah. This I'll share. This I'll share. today only.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
And sir, one question is that
Yeah, yeah, sure.
according to week 9, so is it possible regarding to that class? Because
Uh,
that's, yeah.
no, I think that is not possible. You have to manage in that because week nine, my session is over. So I hope, I mean, I think the other teams will do the similar things. Since we are, what we do, we lag 1 week, right?
Okay.
Once the thing is over, we solve. So yeah, you have to manage. Then for the before the
Okay.
final thing, we'll
Because
discuss.
I am PhD scholar and this score will be given to my
So your PhD
scholar.
in which stream?
Instrumentation and control from
Okay, okay,
DDIT. Yeah.
okay.
That's right.
Okay, so yeah, but I hope I think you have to manage from the stuff. I mean the material that is provided of the lectures. You try your best. So okay,
Okay. Yeah.
okay,
No,
okay,
thank you, sir.
okay.
Thank
Thank you all.
you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Thank
okay,
you, sir.
yeah.
One
Thank
question
you.
I want to ask.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
When we are calculating in decimals, we
Mm-hmm.
when I was using a calculator in the mobile,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the decimals will be like 9 digits or 3 4 digits. More digits will be there.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we are doing a summation or multiplication or division, is it
Hmm.
possible that we have to keep all the decimals and
No, no,
do
no,
the
no,
calculation?
no. No, I think if you have noticed, for most of the cases, they are mentioned for up to how much decimal you have to provide the answer. Mostly they ask for
No,
2 or 3 decimal. Okay.
no,
And
no.
if nothing,
Providing the answer 2 or 3 decimals is okay. We will
huh,
provide the answer. While
huh,
calculating the numbers, uh, we get
I
more
see.
decimals.
No, I in those cases also I think you can take up to 4 decimal, but exactly. But you see if there is any changes, or I mean actually in the value that you are calculating. So depending upon this, if there is actually any change up to 2 or 3 decimal in the actual result. So if that is there, then I don't. I
Here
mean
in the
that.
in the same problem we have discussed here,
Mhm.
I got the standard deviation is 1.76 because I have taken only 4 decimals.
Okay, standard deviation of this problem, right?
1.81, I think 1.85 you have got.
Uh-huh.
I got it around 1.76 because I have
So
uh,
means you are
Yeah, people should.
restricted.
okay, okay.
I have restricted to only 4 decimals.
So that means in this state you have taken I mean the more decimal points, right? Calculating the error
Yeah, yeah,
standard deviation.
yeah,
So in the more decimal points you have taken, that's why the z value is coming out to be less, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. So
Okay.
whether we have to stick on to 3 4 decimals or something like either is there, or
So
whether we have to add all the
no,
decimals.
no, I don't think you have to add all the decimals since here it is clear that those are not matching with the how they are solving. So
Okay,
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 I'll keep it in mind, and I mean I'll get back to you. Okay, how much to take? Okay,
okay.
I'll
Because one very
So,
while calculating the standard deviation, uh, the formula was square root of p into 1 minus p divided by n. The
yeah.
whole value came as square root of 0.001152,
Hmm.
isn't it?
Correct. Yeah,
Whether
yeah.
we have to do all these things or whether we have to 0.0011 or something like that we have to do, or to what
Yeah,
extent we
yeah.
have to restrict.
I'll get in on that thing. I will get back to. I'll keep it in mind. So in the next
Okay.
PPT, I will clarify that. Okay, how to. I mean, how I mean for calculating these standard
During,
deviations and
during,
all
during the calculations, during the
during the
calculations.
calculation for up to how much decimal you can consider, so that you can reach
Yes,
the
yes.
actual answer. Yeah, yeah. Sure.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
I'll I'll let you know. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay
you.
then. Yeah, yeah. Sure. Thank you.
sir, at examination center, they will provide the T table, or we have to take with us. Like this kind of example will come. So,
What I know is that it should be provided. That I'll
okay,
also ask, sir, because this is not anyone supposed to carry. This is supposed
okay,
to be provided in the question paper only. You are not
yeah,
supposed to carry anything.
okay.
So, but yeah, I'll ask again. So,
And
Maybe
scientific calci they will allow, no, because here lots of formula over there. So
yes, no, that I'm not sure actually.
okay,
That thing you can actually just email regarding this calculator
okay,
use. You can email, so they will
okay,
clarify. Because
okay.
since for this calculation, this is not I mean possible to do ln and these things by in your unless
Yeah,
they provide any ln table again.
yeah.
So yeah,
So it's necessary to take because
yeah,
this
necessary
machine.
to
Yeah,
take. But
yeah.
yeah, again you can clarify. You can clarify and ask them whether this is okay.
Okay, yeah, okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank
okay, yeah. Okay. Thank you all. I'm stopping the sharing and yeah, leaving the